In the studio right now with Josh Roberts, a Nitro Circus athlete, getting ready for the big event going down tonight at Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. So excited to have this event going on. It's so much fun. I'm actually bringing my 3-year-old along. This is something that I'm sure that he's just gonna blow his mind.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to go crazy for it.
Yeah, and it's one thing I'm kind of concerned about, though, is seeing you guys do the stunts like, jump in the Barbie Jeeps and other wacky deals you guys are, whatever you guys can find to jump on the ramps. I'm afraid I'm going to find him doing that in the backyard.
Yeah, you might want to watch him after the show.
Future Nitro Circus athlete, I'm sure, is what it's going to develop out of this whole thing. Is that how'd you get started? Just doing backyard stunts and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I grew up in a family where, for Easter and Thanksgiving, we go ride motorcycles instead of sit down at the table. And I mean, just doing all this crazy stuff growing up, you learn how to progress and challenge one another to further the sport. So it's pretty awesome.
Did you know that you were going to be an extreme sports athlete?
Absolutely not.
No, you just kind of fell into it, right?
Absolutely. I started out
literally fell into it.
I was going to college, majoring in finance.
Yeah.
And I still did this stuff just as a hobby.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, hey, we want to do a show and have you do this ridiculous stunt.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Sure, fine. All right, pull my leg. I'm all about it. So did Travis approach you about this, or who was the person who got you on board?
So Travis and my uncle Greg were the co-founders of Nitro in the early days.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it came together later as a touring company.
Yeah.
With Australians.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's really taken off.
Just blown up.
Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily. I kind of got grandfathered in.
Yeah.
But I had to earn my wings at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure him too, because if you had your Uncle Greg was probably making you do stuff you wouldn't make other people do.
Yeah, so I had to prove myself worthy of it, and then it's just taken off. So it's been really fun to be a part of.
What's the craziest thing they strapped you into and threw you down?
Man, some of the contraptions are definitely wild.
Yeah.
And that's something you'll see in the show.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I do is like a 1920s penny farthing.
Yeah.
So the front wheel's huge and the small wheel's small.
The old school bikes, the original bikes.
And for me, just jumping, it's really scary because I'm sitting at probably up to my chest, 4 feet tall, and then my head is like at 8 or 9 feet. So if I crash, my head going to the ground.
It goes down for the first thing to go.
Yeah, that's a really gnarly fall, but honestly, a comedy moment for the crowd because they're like, what in the world is going on?
What are they doing? Well, that's the first thing I thought when I saw when the Barbie Jeeps or the big wheels and stuff like that getting jumped. What's the record with the big wheel? I think as far as flips.
Oh, double backflip at the moment.
Yeah,
they're working on doing more. We'll see what happens.
And that's the other thing Mike was telling me about in an interview that we did. He was saying that at every show there is at least a world record attempt, if not a world record broken.
Yeah, they have a big thing. It's called World's First.
Yeah.
So a bunch of athletes have world's first of, the first trick that they've done on scooter, bike, motorcycle, whatever you ride.
Yeah,
necessarily.
Whatever you can think of.
Yeah. So I've done like 2 or 3, and like the road bikes.
Yeah.
I've actually backflipped one of those over the 40-foot gap in Belgium. I was the first one to do a front flip on a trike. Just all kinds of ridiculous, crazy stuff.
Now, is this dreamt up beforehand, or is this something you just tell yourself you're going to do right before you take the stage?
A mixture of both.
Yeah.
Some of it's definitely some thinking, like, oh, I could do this. I could maybe do that. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but you're peer pressure.
If you wait until the last minute, then you pretty much have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, we're already here. We're already standing here.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment, sometimes you just have to go for it, because you can have the consequences of being laid up, but it's a really, really accomplished, good feeling when you've overcome that trick and you've done it. So I never thought in my life I'd do a double backflip on a bike, but
Montana being the birthplace of Evel Knievel, do you know if we're going to be doing any kind of Evel Knievel tributes or anything like that?
I'm not aware of any. I know they had the Evel Knievel days last year in Butte.
Yeah.
My cousin did a razor jump and broke the record, and then my uncle did a truck jump.
Is that he didn't? Did your uncle do the semi truck one? That's the big semi truck viral the viral video that went.
Yeah.
That was Uncle Greg.
No
way.
I think it was like 143 feet or something like that.
That's cool. I didn't know that was Greg. Yeah, I saw that. That video went viral. That was crazy seeing that semi jump and how he somehow skidded it to a stop there in downtown.
The brakes went out or something.
That's impressive. Cool. Well, yeah, we're really excited to see the event tonight at Ogren Park Allegiance Field. And is there anything as far as spoilers that we can look forward to then? You got any kind of spoiler? Anything wacky happening tonight that we're not going to expect?
Let me just say this. People think that this is all rehearsed and it's just like a rock show where you play the same song over and over again.
Yeah.
But this is a show where you feel the intense adrenaline running, and anything can happen. As long as the crowd gets more crazy, the athletes seriously feel it, and they'll go more wild.
Feed off the energy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So get loud tonight. Yeah. Ogren Park Allegiance Field, Nitro Circus Live. Nitro Circus athlete Josh Roberts in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me.